Taking a break now. When we come back, Toya Jakshe.
So these are the visuals that are coming. Let's play out those visuals of the voters stranded in Chennai and other areas of Tamil Nadu. These are the visuals. The people are unable to reach the polling booth. Let me go across to Thoya. Thoya, tell us what's happening.
Well, Karthikeya, voting for the Tamil Nadu elections is underway now.
Thoya, can you speak louder? Thoya, can you speak louder? What's happening?
Currently, the voting is underway, Karthikeya, in all the 234 constituencies in a single phase where with high stakes contest which is between the DMK alliance and the AIADMK-led NDA alliance. On the other hand, the actor turned politician Vijay, who is adding a new dimension for the race. Earlier we also saw that the top leaders from Tamil Nadu.
Thoya, that's not my question. My question is that the TVK chief Vijay has urged ECI to extend polling hours by 2 hours. Amid transport crisis, thousands have been stranded at Chennai bus stands. Vijay says systematic failure on election day. TVK demands emergency buses for voters stuck at terminals. TVK chief alleges that thousands of voters unable to reach booth. Stranded voters at Coimbatore and Kilambakkam await emergency transport. So this is what the TVK chief is saying.
Well, of course, Karthikeya, because most of the voters who went to their hometowns last night, we also saw that the visuals from the Coimbatore bus stand and the Kilambakkam bus stand. And on the other hand, whoever wanted to travel by the train, they went towards the central railway station. But here the question is, currently, the main thing is over here, the buses, have been on a shortage, and most of the voters were not able to reach their current destinations to cast their votes. And they're currently, who is thousands of voters from Chennai, they are currently in major transport hubs, which they're struggling to reach their home constituency, to cast their vote. Despite the government's announcement on the special buses, and from the southern railways, there were 3 special trains which were allotted just to travel to their hometowns to cast their vote. Now the commuters at the MGR bus premises and bus stand were reported massive crowds and severe shortage of the buses. And due to this shortage, when now the buses, people traveling to Madurai to cast their votes are forced to wait for more than 3 hours at the Singanallur bus stand.
Yeah, You know, Thoya, what I'm very surprised about is that we all know that during festivities, whether it is Pongal in January or Diwali, or even the Tamil New Year which just went by, the government says that you have special buses. Now, Coimbatore, which is the largest perishable market of fruits and vegetables in Asia, I'm very surprised that there is a crisis there. I mean, this seems, and I don't want to pass judgment, I leave it to you, this seems to be a failure on the part of the government, because how come they do a lovely job during Pongal? I mean, this is the bigger festival than Pongal, I say. This is the festival of democracy, Toya Jakshi.
Well, absolutely, Sudha. You're very right on this part, because you know, for every festival, let it be Pongal, let it be Diwali, you know, in Tamil Nadu, the transport department announces for special buses for people to travel to their respective hometowns. But here, even you know, this is the biggest festival for the people of Tamil Nadu, because they have it is their right to go and vote for their for the better government. But here you see that due to shortage of buses, there's thousands of you know, people who are just stuck in the bus station in Coimbatore, Kilambakam, as well as you know, in the nearby places in Singanallur. But now that the situation was so you know, it was so exaggerated, the people over there, and you can also see that the voices that's coming in, that they've been waiting for more than 3 hours. You know, by now that many passengers have already started to complain of the you know, private operators who is charging them you know, extra fares. You know, sometimes triple the normal rates. If the ticket is about 1,000 rupees, now they are you know, costing more than 1,000 rupees to just go to the.
See, this is, I mean, you want to cast your vote and you have to shell out more money from your pocket, because the buses, there is a kind of a confusion, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens right now on polling day. In Tamil Nadu, voters are unable to reach their polling booths in their native towns, and that is because of, you know, a shortage of buses, even as private buses are fleecing them. Visuals on your screen right now, those you see, maybe passengers who are looking for the possible bus. Perhaps someone from Chennai wants to travel to Kanchipuram, which is 1.5 hours, you know, away. Gautam Shankar, my colleague, is also joining us on the phone line right now. Gautam, this is such a chaos, and on a day when I was telling Toya Jakshi, Gautam, that, you know, the government has always seen to it that, you know, the letter by TVK Chief Vijay Joseph on your screens right now, where he has criticized that the government should have done due diligence and they should have seen to it that the common man is able to go and vote on a day when of a very crucial election. He says the time of polling should have been extended by 2 hours. Karthike.
Yeah, absolutely. Gautam, please.
Yes, Sudha. So what we are seeing is Vijay, who knows that a lot of his fan base who could potentially be voters are stranded at the bus stands right now, and he's officially petitioned the Chief Election Commissioner, stating that this is the major transport crisis unfolding on polling day as well. And what he said in the letter, he said that there is complete transport paralysis happening in Tamil Nadu, and Vijay has also alleged that thousands of voters remain stranded at key bus terminals, Coimbatore, Kidambakam and Madavaram as well. And he's labeled the situation as an outright assault on the fundamental right to vote. That is what he's mentioned in this letter, suggesting that the requisitioning of buses for election duty has left out ordinary citizens without the means to basically be able to reach the polling booths. And Vijay has demanded 3 basic interventions. He's sought for emergency transport. He's also asked for supervision of the polling booths and extending of polling hours. He said that the polling hours need to be extended by at least 2 hours until 8 p.m. across all affected constituencies to accommodate those who have been delayed, by the transport failures that we are witnessing in many parts of Tamil Nadu right now, Sudha.
Absolutely. You know, this is a very strong letter. Let's take a quick reaction from our guest. Kavita, what do you make of it?
I think it's, I mean, I completely agree. It's the responsibility of the government to make sure that every voter is able to cast their vote. It's a very important thing. And I mean, I don't understand what's happening. I'm sitting here, I'm not able to follow the news, but it doesn't it doesn't augur well for the democracy. I think every voter should be able to vote. If they want to vote, I think every voter should be encouraged to vote, and every step should be taken, every possible measure to be should be taken to ensure that this happens.
Absolutely. Suresh, I know it might be a minor issue, but the fact is that, the people are not able to vote. We'll also try to get Felix Gerald, TVK spokesperson, but first to you, Suresh.
I think the government, state government should immediately take steps that every eligible voter is made to cast his vote. TVK Joseph Vijay has asked for extension of 2 hours to the ECA. I don't think that will be granted for sure. But the state government had already planned 2 days before itself. From Tuesday itself, they had increased the government buses from Chennai to other places and all the cities. I don't know what is this, but every voter, it's a democratic right that he should be given a chance. So the state government should be on a war footing on this.
Yes,
issue.
absolutely, Suresh sir, because it's your democratic right, and considering now private buses have also increased, they are fleecing these people. If you have to travel to, let us say, even Thiruvallur or even Arakonam, you'll have to shell out more money than, they do. And I think I do not know, I don't want to pass judgment, but this seems to be a failure on the part of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam government, because if you say 2 days ago they had done due diligence, they are seen to it, it could also be seen, knowing Tamil Nadu politics, that was it done deliberately by them so that people cannot cast their vote, therefore our votes have also gone down. You see, conspiracy starts by this, this powder keg, which is there, Suresh sir, and Kavita. Oh, Kavita, also you please, your reactions.
I don't think there's a conspiracy, because buses have been arranged 2 days ago. Yeah, but it does give a very bad image, and this shouldn't have happened. Due diligence should have been followed. All the steps should have been taken to make sure that the eligible voter is able to vote, and that has not happened. That's very disappointing, actually. Also, I just wanted to add,
Kavita, just a minute. Kavita, can I please come back to you, ma? Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Felix, vanakkam.
See, a few days back, the state's transport secretary had gone to the place, what it is called, Coimbatore, Kelambakam, and he had superseded the arrangements for the buses, the government buses. I think the state government should do the needful in this issue.
Felix Gerald, I mean, TVK's Joseph Vijay there is a letter now from your party, and he says that, extend the voting timing by 2 hours, which I think is protocol. I don't think that's going to be possible, but people are unable to travel, Felix. They are standing there. See visuals on the screen. If you can see the visuals which we are playing, you're seeing it first time here on News 9, those visuals of people, going hither and thither, and private buses are also fleecing them. This is your leader who has appealed. Felix.
This is called a new revolution. People are traveling in large number.
Can you speak louder, Felix? Please. Thank you. Thank you, Felix.
This is called the whistle revolution. People are traveling in large number to their constituency to vote, but the government is deliberately crippling their movement. And I know there are people who hired buses and vans from schools and colleges, and the people are going. And extending 2 hours is possible because it had happened in Andhra Pradesh, I think, last time. And there are possibilities because every citizen has the right to vote, and the government, it is the duty of the government to make the facilities for citizens to vote. Right. And this government deliberately denying it. I see that this is against constitution. And the Election Commission of India should take it very seriously and provide an opportunity for them to go to their constituency.
Why do you call it? And I was just talking to a panelist here and saying that there could be conspiracy theories which could go around. I'm not saying that you are conspiring, Felix. First of all, before you lose your cool, all I'm saying is, why do you call it deliberate, Felix? Because we do not know those multitudes which side, who they will vote
The
for.
government should have, see, we have been telling this is not a, this is going to be a normal election. This is going to be a phenomenal election. People are gathering in large number. They should have estimated it. Even if, last night also they could have organized buses. And even today, if, my own colleagues have not even crossed 100 kilometers. They were, traveling. They were waiting for the buses. They booked the buses even 2 days back. And they should have estimated the amount of people that are planning to travel. And usually during Pongal holidays, during Diwali holidays.
That's what I was also saying. They do due diligence. Felix, can I just ask you to be patient for, let's say, like 10 seconds. Let's listen into some local voices. These are people who are about to go to vote, and listen in what they faced.
தெரி பாருங்க எவ்வளவு கூட்டம் இருக்குன்னு 170 பஸ் விட்டா இத்தனை கூட்டம் எதுக்கு சார் நிக்குது எவ்வளவு நேரமா நின்றீங்க நாங்க நைட் 3 மணில இருந்து நிக்கிறோம் 3 மணில இருந்து நிக்கிறோம் பிரைவேட் பஸ்க்கு மட்டும் 1000 2000 கொடுத்து போறதுக்கு மட்டும் அதுக்கு மட்டும் எப்படி சார் அவங்க மட்டும் போய் டக்கு டக்குன்னு வருமா ஒரு அதிகாரிகிட்ட கேட்டு கேள்வி கேட்டா ஒரு சரியான ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் வர மாட்டேங்குது நேம் போர்டே போட்டாங்கல எல்லா வண்டியில ஏறி போறா கீழ விழுறதா ஏறன கப்பல் பஸ் போறாங்க இறங்கு எத்தனை 3 மணில இருந்து நிக்கிறீங்க 3 மணில இருந்து நிக்கிறேன் சார் ஆமா சார் நைட் 3 மணில இருந்து நிக்கிறேன் சார் என்ன சொல்றாங்க அதிகாரி சைடுல வண்டி வரும்போது வரும் அப்படின்னா என்ன சார் பதில் இறங்குறாங்க நேம் போர்டு வர்றது இல்ல அது வாட்டி திருச்சி வண்டிங்கறாங்க
Right, you listen to their voices. Helplessness complete. 3 manyaram, meaning 3 hours. We've been waiting for those who do not understand Tamil Nadu. Of course, we always put translations there. Felix, your reaction to it, how are you going to take it further? Is Vijay thinking about maybe, coming out and, addressing the media on this, Felix?
No, that's the only thing. The only solution what the Election Commission of India can offer is extend the vote time till another 2 hours, till 8 p.m. That would be the only chance because, see, thousands and lakhs of people, they are waiting from 3 a.m. That is what your soundbite says. They were waiting from 3 a.m. even to 10 o'clock this morning. See, the amount of people, people wanted to vote. The Election Commission of India also encouraging people to vote. But at the same time, they should have organized proper transport. Yesterday, if you see the trains are filled with people. They were overcrowded. There was no special transport facility organized properly. So the Election Commission of India has to extend the voting hours for 2 hours. That's the only solution that we can provide to them.
All right, Felix, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. Maybe we shall come back to you later during the day.
But what is surprising is, Sudha, at least in this election, these are the things which are becoming an issue.
Yeah.
Violence is not an issue.
Yeah.
At least people not being able to vote is an issue. It's a good issue.
It's a people's issue.
It's
about
people's issue.
Me wanting to vote. Felix, Felix, I had let you go, but please stay for one more. Are you there, Felix?
I think Felix is gone.
He's left.
Felix is gone. But Sudha,
sure. Yes.
We are not talking about violence. We are not talking about, skirmishes. We are not talking about, money being recovered. We are talking about issues which is about more people are coming out to vote. I think this is a very healthy sign for a democracy.
Absolutely.
That people want to come out and vote, And Vijay has written a letter, so it's a good thing. It entirely depends on the ECI.